we are going to uncover the unspoken truth of why toxic people fear your unwavering authenticity. This is not about blaming. It is about understanding the mechanics of the human heart and mind so that you can navigate your life with grace and strength. Have you ever wondered why some people just cannot stand it when you are truly yourself? It is not about you, it is about them. We are diving deep into the psychological reasons why toxic individuals are terrified of your unwavering authenticity, and how simply being genuine can dismantle their manipulative power. Prepare to understand the hidden truth behind their discomfort. Here is a secret that toxic people do not want you to know. Your authenticity is their kryptonite. They recoil from it. They fear it. And in this session, we are exposing exactly why. Discover how your genuine self-expression acts as a powerful disruptor to their control, forcing them to confront the very voids they try to project onto you. If you are tired of feeling drained by people who seem threatened by your confidence, please know that you are not alone. We are uncovering the profound truth behind why genuine self-expression makes toxic individuals squirm. Learn how your unwavering authenticity is not just a strength, but a psychological tool that disarms manipulators and helps you reclaim your power. Part 1. The masked reality and what toxic people hide. To understand why your light bothers them, we must first look with compassion and clarity at the darkness they inhabit. Beneath the charming facade that many toxic individuals present to the world, there lies a very different reality. It is crucial to understand that for a person with high levels of toxicity or narcissism, their entire existence is often a performance. Imagine a theater stage where the curtains never close. They are the actor, the director, and the lighting technician all at once. They are exhausted. They have spent years, perhaps decades, constructing an elaborate self-deception to maintain an image of superiority, victimhood, or perfection. This is the masked reality. They are not hiding a monster, they are hiding a void. Deep down, beneath the layers of manipulation and the grandiosity, there is often a profound sense of insecurity, deep-seated shame, and unfulfilled needs that date back to their own earliest memories. They act out not because they are strong, but because they are fragile. Their behavior is a defense mechanism designed to keep anyone from seeing that internal emptiness. Think of their self-worth as a house of cards. It looks structured and tall from a distance. It might even look impressive. But because it is built on external validation, on compliments, on control, on being right, it is inherently unstable. It requires a windlass room to stand upright. They need the people around them to be still, to be compliant, and to reflect back to them exactly what they want to see. When you enter that room, not as a card to be added to their pile, but as a person breathing your own air, moving with your own rhythm, you create a breeze. That breeze threatens their entire structure. They perceive your reality not as a difference of opinion, but as an existential threat. If you are happy without their permission, it suggests that they are not the source of all joy. If you are successful without their help, it suggests they are not the all-powerful gatekeeper. Their house of cards begins to wobble. This is why they work so hard to maintain the illusion. They are terrified that if the mask slips, even for 1 second, they will be forced to confront the shame that they have spent a lifetime running away from. Part 2. Authenticity's silent weapon and exposing their weakness. Now let us talk about you. Let us talk about your authenticity. When we say authenticity, we are not talking about being perfect. We are talking about being real. We are talking about the alignment of your internal values with your external actions. When you walk into a room grounded in who you are bringing a very bright light into a dim place. This is why genuine self-expression acts as a mirror. A toxic person looks at other people and usually sees objects, things to use, things to move, things to blame. But when they encounter someone who is fiercely authentic, that person acts as a mirror. Your honesty reflects their dishonesty. Your calmness reflects their chaos. Your ability to self-validate reflects their desperate need for external praise. They look at you, and they do not just see you, they see the parts of themselves they have rejected. This glare of truth is unbearable for them. It exposes the fragility of their fabricated reality. Imagine you are at a dinner gathering. You share a story about a failure you had, and you laugh about it with genuine warmth. You are showing vulnerability. You are saying, I am human, I make mistakes, and I am still worthy of love. To a toxic person, this is baffling and terrifying. They spend all their energy hiding their mistakes. Seeing you own yours with confidence creates a cognitive dissonance in their mind. They feel exposed by proxy. Furthermore, your unwavering self-acceptance disarms their primary tools of manipulation. Toxic dynamics rely heavily on 3 levers: guilt, shame, and fear. They want you to feel guilty for not meeting their needs. They want you to feel ashamed of your imperfections. They want you to fear their disapproval. But when you are authentic, when you know your own heart and your own worth, these levers no longer work. If they try to guilt trip you, your authenticity says, I know I acted with good intentions, so I will not accept this guilt. If they try to shame you, your authenticity says, I accept my flaws, so your words have no power. If they try to make you fearful, your authenticity says, I trust myself to handle whatever happens. This is the loss of control that panics them. You have cut the strings of the puppet. You are unmasking the illusion, and the discomfort they feel is the realization that their old tricks are failing. They are pushing buttons that are no longer connected to anything. Part 3. The psychological warfare of authenticity. As we go deeper, we have to look at the interaction itself. When you stay true to yourself, you are engaging in a form of passive, peaceful psychological warfare, not because you are attacking them, but because you are refusing to be a soldier in their war. Toxic people love a script. They have these interactions mapped out in their heads. They say something provocative, you get angry. They play the victim, you apologize. They give you the silent treatment, you beg for attention. It is a dance they have choreographed. But when you are authentic, you provide an unscripted response. When they insult you and you simply say, "I am sorry you feel that way," and go back to reading your book, you have derailed their emotional chess game. You have moved a piece off the board entirely. This is the power of the idea that no reaction is a reaction. Toxic individuals feed on emotional fuel. They need your anger, your tears, or your desperate explanations to feel important. It validates their impact on the world. When you refuse to engage in the drama, you are starving the dynamic of its necessary oxygen. You are leaving them without the emotional fuel they crave. It is crucial to understand that your silence or your calm, factual responses are deafening to them. It forces them to sit with their own energy. If they scream and you whisper, they are the ones who look unstable. If they accuse and you simply state your truth without defending it excessively, their accusations hang in the air, revealing their absurdity. This shatters their narrative. They are trying to tell a story where they are the hero or the victim, and you are the villain or the savior. By refusing to play a role in their twisted story, you force them to confront the emptiness of their own plot. They are left acting out a scene alone. This is incredibly uncomfortable for them because it breaks the shared delusion. They need you to agree to the reality they have invented. When you say, "No, that is not how I see it," or "No, I will not participate in this argument," you are essentially turning on the lights in the movie theater. The fantasy dissolves, and they are left blinking in the harsh light of the real world. Part 4. Reclaiming your power and practical steps. So, how do we maintain this? How do we hold onto this authenticity when the pressure to conform is so high? It starts with seeing boundaries not as walls, but as shields. Boundaries are the distance at which I can love you and me simultaneously. For the toxic person, a boundary feels like a rejection. But for you, it is a definition of where you end and they begin. Establishing clear, non-negotiable personal boundaries protects your authentic self from their incursions. This might look like saying, "I will not continue this conversation if you raise your voice," and then actually hanging up the phone or walking away if they do. It is not a threat. It is a promise to yourself. We must also cultivate self-validation as our armor. We have to build a strong inner compass. In a healthy environment, we get validation from others, and that is lovely. But when dealing with toxicity, we cannot afford to outsource our self-worth. You must reach a point where you can look in the mirror and say, "I am a good person. I am trying my best. I am worthy, regardless of what the toxic person says." Your worth must be independent of their approval or their negative judgments. This requires the courage to be unpopular. This is a hard truth, but a liberating one. True authenticity might make you unappealing to those who thrive on control and conformity. You might lose relationships. You might be the subject of gossip. The toxic person might run a smear campaign against you because they can no longer control you. So they try to control how others see you. Embracing the idea that you might be misunderstood is a superpower. When you no longer need them to understand you, you are free. You stop explaining. You stop justifying. You simply exist in your truth. Imagine yourself as a tree with deep, deep roots. The wind may blow. That is the toxic person's drama. But because your roots are sunk deep into the soil of your own values and self-knowledge, the wind does not move you. You might sway, you might lose a leaf or two, but you do not fall. You reclaim your power by realizing that you never actually gave it away. You just forgot you had it. Part 5. The authentic future and building a life beyond. Finally, my friends, I want you to look forward. I want you to see the beautiful horizon that opens up when you commit to this path. The struggle with the toxic person is only a chapter. It is not the whole book. As you step into your unwavering authenticity, something magical begins to happen. You begin attracting your tribe, like calls to like. When you are fake, you attract people who love the fake version of you. When you are real, you naturally draw in healthy, supportive relationships that value who you truly are. You will find people who celebrate your boundaries rather than try to break them down. You will find friends who listen to understand, not to reply. You will find partners who view your success as a shared joy, not a threat. This is the freedom of integrity. There is a profound peace that comes from living a life where your actions align with your values. You sleep better at night. The anxiety in your chest starts to loosen. You are no longer constantly calculating your words or walking on eggshells. You are just walking. You are leading a life of deep personal peace and resilience. And perhaps most beautifully, you become a beacon of liberation for others. By simply living as a powerful example, you inspire the people around you. Your children, your friends, your colleagues, they watch you. They see you refusing to be bullied. They see you honoring your emotions. They see you saying no with a smile. And unconsciously, they give themselves permission to do the same. You break the cycle. Conclusion. So, as we close this session, I want you to remember this. Your authenticity is not a flaw. It is not too much. It is not selfish. It is the most precious gift you have to offer the world, and more importantly, the most precious gift you have to offer yourself. Toxic people may fear it because it exposes the illusions they cling to, but that is their journey to walk, not yours. Your journey is to shine. Your journey is to be so undeniably, comfortably, and happily yourself that their shadows have no place to land. Thank you for being here with me today on Happy Aura. Remember to be kind to yourself as you navigate these waters. Healing is not a straight line, it is a spiral, and you are moving upward. I believe in you. I see your light, and I am sending you so much love. Until next time, take care of your beautiful, authentic self. Goodbye for now.